Good afternoon, everyone. So, I'm Subhankar, I'm a Bong, and if there is any other Bengali in this house, he will know that apart from match, 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 and bhat, there is another thing common in Bengali is that in every Bengali family, there is at least one puja that is celebrated where everybody gathers, every family member. So, it was last month when I went to attend that puja. So, I went to the bus stand and I realized I missed the bus. So one person comes to me and he offers his ticket. So I was very lucky and I think what happened to me, because I'm used to being unfortunate, this was something very new. And then one of my friend comes in and he introduces that person as his father. So that person says, you don't need to pay me the ticket, the price of the ticket. And I was actually flabbergasted at that point of time because I have been cursing God since long time. This is the first time I had to thank him. So that person said, you don't need to pay. And I was insisting, agar le leta to bol deta sabko jaake. His stingy father took money from me. So next morning when I was there, during the day of the puja, we have a tradition in our family that two male members, they are supposed to prepare the bhog which is to be served to the goddess. So I, along with my brother Keval, we have been doing this since 2015. So I went to the kitchen and he asked me to wash my hands and then knead the dough. I said, I am sensible enough, you don't need to mention to wash my hands. So he offered me cashew nuts, and I took the cashew nuts. So after that he says, I kept that for bhog, and I was stupefied and raged because now we can't use that for bhog. So after that I realized I just got manipulated, and all this thing he did just to prove that I'm not sensible. So actually in my family we are Brahmins, and I don't think anybody deserves to be Brahmin in my family, because Brahmins are genetically lazy people. They chose a profession where you need to pray, and that too in a language which nobody else understands. So I was the lazy person, I deserve to be a Brahmin. Otherwise they should have all joined some teaching profession. They will give you nice examples. So after that I go to bring the cashew nuts from the market again, and when I come back I see that the bhog was already prepared. So it was a nice gesture from my brother. So he asked me, why are you late for Anjali now? So he did everything and then he put the blame on me. So I said very proudly, I'm from science and I believe in facts. Unlike you, I'm not from arts. So if I say 1,000 times more meaner things, even that is okay. We are very close. But my his sentiments were hurt. Okay, he believed in mythology, he believed in God. And then my father was supposed to scold me, but I have an uncle, and everybody in the family knew that I'm not supposed to get scolded now because he saves me from everything. So my uncle said, you don't say anything, let me have a word with him. So I went inside a room, and then he said, do you know who your biological parents are? My sister, since childhood, she said that you are adopted, and I was like, might be I'm adopted. Then I thought, no, it has to be my uncle who is my father. He saves me from everything. But then I thought, I won't abandon my parents, they have been raising me. Then my uncle said, actually nobody knows who their biological parents are, okay. So I realized, okay, it's the genetic problem. He will explain something now. So I said, please be more clear with your words. So he says, nobody in this earth knows who their biological parents are, but we don't ask for DNA test. You know why? Because we trust our parents. He has the same trust in God, and how do I expect him to ask proof to his God? Because that would be the end of relationship. So my uncle, he always, said three things. To raise a child, you need reason, religion, and loving kindness. He was a reasonable person, he made sense. He had loving kindness, and even the religious prospect was clear to me. And with this, I conclude my story. Thank you. It was a lovely audience.